Hello everyone. Today we will explain to you the most hardness test on the back of the saw blade teeth after welding. We all know that welding is particularly important. If the hardness of the back of the tooth is not well controlled, not only does it affect its stress changes, breaking and cracking of the body will also occur. This is a metal cold saw with 285 teeth. We will explain to you how to apply screw hardness later. This is a Rockwell Hardness meter. Then we have added improvements to the tooling platform. We have to make sure that when the saw blade is placed, when going up, it should be horizontal without shaking. What about when we hit Rockwell hardness? We need to first check the hardness of the saw blade body itself. We find a random position with our welding for measurement. Wait a minute! We need to measure the hardness of the porcelain cup again. Locations like this are most susceptible to quenching or we're going to hit this point later. What about the second point? We hit this position of the welding arc radius. When it breaks, it is usually prone to fracture in this position. So let's start measuring. Measure our first step, saw blade placement level. We start to measure the original HRC value of the steel plate, Rockwell hardness. When we test, we hit to the position of the red dot. Then the corresponding C, we put CV to 0. In the second step, we power up. After adding force, after the force is completely added, we're releasing the force. Okay, let's start reading the values now. 40, 40, the HRC value is 40, okay? In the second step, we start to measure the position of the porcelain top. Porcelain top position, HRC value, we start to measure. Lower 0. Apply pressure. Release pressure. HRC value. Then the porcelain top didn't change its hardness value much when we welded because we set a tempering function during welding. In step 3, we measure the position of these circular arc frames. It is the position of welding. This side is the easiest to break during the cutting process if the hardness is not well controlled. So let's start measuring now. Place. Set it back. Smile. "41 degrees, full yin position. Hardness hasn't changed much. Then our welding this time is relatively successful. Did you learn?
I'd like to be what I am.